I can't get out of bed. And I nearly lost my life just by not checking in.
So you have to just take your time, be patient with yourself, understand it is a process, and enjoy it.
More intentional with our kids, more intentional in our relationships, more intentional about how we go about things.
Oh, here he comes. Alex, smashed it.
How you doing?
I just wondered, what was the transition like to not in wheelchair being in wheelchair? But Carla did say it was kind of...
The transition between a wheelchair and not being in a wheelchair, I feel like it's a whole different perspective of life. Imagine when you go on holiday, how your eyes are open in the sense of they have so much more, they don't have much opportunity. We have so much opportunity. So when you come back with like more life, you come back with more ideas and everything. I would say in this circumstance where my mobility was obviously reduced, paid a mental toll. So we were quite upset at a certain time. I had to kind of like understand that my capabilities weren't exactly the same as they once were. But again, understanding where I was and then working out where I wanted to be and then having to learn how to bridge the gap between the two. That was really important. So understanding all the steps that I needed to take in order to implement ways to adapt or even now to facilitate a way to even improve myself to get there. So today, like I might not be able to do to be able to stand up, let's say. Tomorrow I could stand up for about 5 minutes. Just following day, I was giving that 1% more, until I was able to do a lot more. But it's just a gradual game. It's not like, oh, bro, in the day, as you already know. So taking your time, being patient with yourself, understanding yourself, also reflecting and being grateful for where you are now. Because a lot of people, they kind of they just think, oh, I want it all now. I want results now. I just want to pay, I want it now. But it's not like so you have to just take your time, be patient with yourself, understand it is a process, and enjoy it. Enjoy it. Because when it is you're learning new things, you're adapting new things, you're meeting great people along the way. Enjoy it. Every second of it.
Thank you so much. That's a great question as well. Chris is the founder of Make Dreams Reality. Chris is widely recognised for his work supporting young people through motivation, mentoring, and gang culture, using his voice and experiences to help create real change within our communities. Chris reminds young people that where you start in life is not where you need to limit yourself. You can go wherever you want to go. And many of you probably saw him recently on Channel 4 on that show called Handcuffed. So please give a huge welcome to Chris.
How we doing, guys? Thank you so much. Listen, it's just amazing to see every single one of you here right now, having your stalls, making sure that we are here for our community. And 9 times out of 10, we always are expecting the same thing that the gentleman just said last time, quick fixes. So one of the main things that I normally do within our young people in the sense of, what am I doing? What more can I be doing? There's a lot of young people out there right now. And tell the truth, there's a lot of you like right now, don't do too much. You don't do too much. We're just waiting for everybody else. You're playing the school like, oh, the teacher's getting on my nerves. Yeah, they keep calling me about my kid, Chris.
What's going on, everyone? It's Alex, What Works. You already know what it is. Live and direct in the BBC studio. I'm here today to talk about my journey living with multiple sclerosis. Rebuilding under pressure. It's not just about fitness, it's a whole lifestyle. Fitness, recovery, and nutrition. Make sure you lock in and check out Vegan Power. Very essential to help in my journey. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibe.
Alright, cool. What you doing? What you doing? Nothing. Sometimes we're not doing nothing. Tell the truth. Don't let the devil show today. We're going to tell the truth. So my whole point is, what do we bring back in the sense of our structure? When we look at our discipline, when we look at our village, our community, when we look at certain things that we have already known, why we still allowing society or everything else to raise our young people? This is time for us to be like, all right, let's utilize the tools that we have. Let's talk to our young people and let them know that sometimes we don't get it right. We don't get it right. I'm not gonna lie. My mum used to tell me to stop crying before I give you something to cry about. Didn't make any sense. Don't laugh. Tell the truth. Some of your kids make it make sense. My mum always say, stop crying before you give something to cry about. Mum, you hit me. Stop it. You know what's there? Some of you kids, you know, like sometimes your parents in a sense of they tell you do as I say, not as I do. Wait a minute. That don't make no sense. We need to start making sense. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. We start making sense. I'm like a bad parent now because I realized that my son is full and I need a better discipline. You parents was much more structured in the sense of, yes, we had discipline to a point. Do your dishes, do that, but we didn't have the discipline to talk. We didn't have the discipline to engage. So there were some times that I never wanted to talk to my mum as much because I knew if I talked to my mum, straight licks. Yeah, straight licks. You know, it didn't make any sense. My mum was like, tell me the truth. Nothing gonna happen. Have you ever cried before you got hit? You know what's there? You know what? I'm gonna run away. You ain't running nowhere. Tell the truth. You cried yourself to sleep. That means your soul was hurt. That means your soul was hurt. So now, what do we do with young people when they know they've got social media? When they know that everything around them, society tells them this is true. I'm now getting backlash from my 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds, yeah, nephews and nieces and everything. Like, my niece doesn't even care she gets grounded. Make it make sense. Like, make it make sense. Like, you don't even care. Like, I'm saying outside in my computer. So let's get off the computer. Let's go back to the basics. I know sometimes that means that we have to put in that energy, but our kids are only going to reflect what we do. Our kids are only going to reflect what we say. So sometimes if you don't want to be that parent, don't be that parent. It's kind of very enough simple. We can't complain at our kids if we're drinking. We can't complain at our kids if we're smoking. We can't complain at certain things and not being a better role model for ourselves and if not for them. I nearly died 2 years ago because of an autoimmune. I got lupus. And this is for all of us as well, not just for the women, but mostly for men. It's time for us to check in. Sometimes we're vulnerable in certain relationships and we don't want to open up to our missus. We don't want to let them know that we're feeling vulnerable. We don't want to let them know that there's certain days that I can't get up, I can't get out of bed. And I nearly lost my life just by not checking in. I nearly lost my life. But us sitting here right now, there's someone that's sitting in this room right now, and we all know that we can check on. Don't worry, I'll wait. There's someone right now in your mind that you said, you know what, I haven't actually reached out. Reach out. There's someone that you might not be talking to. Let's get back talking. Because when we realize everything, it takes a village. We know how important our community is. We know how important it is being here right now. And everybody's just looking so uplifted because it seems like it was an amazing day. And how do we continue this? How do we continue this in our everyday structure? How do we go back to knocking on our neighbors' doors? How do we go back to that whole sense of community love? Because tell the truth, you don't know your neighbor. Tell the truth. You can't even knock on the door for sugar. Tell the truth. You be knocking at there all day. Jenny, no one ain't opening up the door. Where is the community? So we need that community spirit. And if that means that by one of us just putting up our hands and saying, maybe I need some help, we can all take a leaf out of everybody's book. Nobody's perfect. This journey of parenting is not perfect. Young people, they're still expressing themselves. And the society that they're living in, we want better for them. We want to make sure that they've got the best opportunities. And by giving them the best opportunities is making sure that we've got the best opportunities around us. Some of us need to take some time out. Some of us don't do enough in the sense of parents. Some of you don't. Take time out, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes. We can't put so much focus on something when we haven't got the consciousness to be able to deal with the problem. I'm not here to give you guys any fix or any tools. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to encourage us. I'm here to let us know that there's another way. I'm here to let us know that today we've got another chance. I lost my dad to prostate cancer. He's not here. For me to understand about life sometimes, to be able to sense of, I'm walking, I'm talking. We can see, we get up every morning, we have the preciousness of having that spirit to go again. So if you have that, don't take that for granted. Don't take our life for granted. Life is not for granted, and we do it a lot because sometimes life gets on us. Whether it's the living cost, whether it's your bills, whether it's sometimes the struggle, whether it's everyday work, whether I've not got that opportunity, whether I don't feel like I need to be where I need to be. But guess what? You're here. So you're further than you actually realize. We focus so much on looking back on the past, and we focus so much on running to the future that we forget to be present. How much of us have been present this morning? How much of us have looked in the mirror? I do it all the time. You're amazing. Yeah, sometimes we need to do it. I'm great. You're fantastic. It seems cheesy. This is for you young men, you young women, and adults. Push that love back into yourself. Allow yourself to feel that energy. Allow yourself to feel great. By you feeling great, guess what? Your mindset's already great. I always talk to people in the sense of, we always got 101 things to do, but if your mind's not right, you can't exercise.
Better health, better community, better you. That's what Confirm Anomalies is about. Real services, real people, real support. For more information, check the link below.
You don't feel it. I feel depressed today. Same thing. If you're thinking about going for that new job, if your mind's right, you're not getting up to go to do that new job. So it's about putting that energy back into yourself. Whether that means that I'm going to sleep earlier, whether that means I'm being more intentional. That's all it is right now. We need to be more intentional in the things that we do. More intentional with our kids, more intentional in our relationships, more intentional about how we go about things, and not just allow things just to think that they're all going to just disappear. Nothing ain't disappearing. Young people have got it much more tougher than we have it. I've given them that. We grew up in a time where we didn't have social media. We grew up in a time where there was channel 1 to 4. Who remember it was like little girl used to come on the TV, tell the truth? Remember TV used to cut off at 12 o'clock? Tell the truth. There was no 24-hour TV, big man. Do you hear what I'm saying? I know you're looking at your phone now. Yes, you. No 24-hour TV. Do you know what it was like to run home to catch up programs? No Goku. No Goku. Man had to run home. Remember teletext? That was our internet. That's how we used to catch the scores. Who remembers that? We didn't have phones. We had pages. Listen to what I'm saying to you. You would get paged. If you didn't make the phone call in time, the party was over. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, yeah, I've got the page. I've got the page here. The party's done. The party's over. The party's over. You missed it. We grew up in a different era, but it doesn't mean that we can't deal with this era that we're in right now. A lot of us are finding it hard to embrace it, but embrace it. These young people can show us another way. These young people can show us something else. And yes, as much as I like to hold on to the times that we talk about, sometimes we need to grow within the times. Don't be like my mum was. My mum still got the phone book. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I got my phone book. Now every time she FaceTimes me, she puts the phone straight to her face. I can see her nostrils. Yeah, move back, mum. But she doesn't know how to use the technology. Don't get so out of loop where you don't know how to use it. Check in. I know sometimes the music, it doesn't make sense, man. Them tell the truth, the drill thing. It's a mad thing. Hopped at the 4-door truck. I'm like, fuck. What the hell is going on over here? Who hopped at the truck? Who's funny? White man said, bah! What happened? I grew up on sweet like chocolate boy. You bring me flowers in the pouring. Man that was feeling to bring flat in the rain. That's what they get, you know. You don't know about knocking for your friends. This is what I hate about your generation. You're lazy. You don't know about, I have to look for friends. You know what I mentioned right now, I have to look for your friend. And if they wasn't there, you're screwed. For the rest of the day, you're just running around. Where's the man then? Have you seen them? Let's go to the park. They're not there. Where's the man then? Yeah, you know, I'm lucky. But I grew up on real music, but it's about teaching our kids that. Like the movie's on right now, tell another generation about another great guy, which is Michael Jackson. Get them inside that cinema. Let them understand what the real music was like. True love. Right now, I don't know about these kids. They don't want to love anybody, but you don't want to love nobody, innit? And we get sturdy, cuz. I tried to do that the other week and then he broke my back. Stop doing that. You're going to break your back, man, then. It's enough. Get sturdy with it. Don't sturdy nothing. I used to think our parents were chatting rubbish from the two-step. Man, then it makes sense. When you get to my age, I know I look young. I'm not young. We're past the times. I'm 40 now. You know what's there? You see this two-step? This is it, fam. This is where we live now. This is where we live. You know, you used to see your mama be like, they ain't dancing. Big man, this is big boy dancing. This is big boy dancing. Trust me, your knees will go. Trust me, I nearly lost myself. I can't take it.